Welcome back to another episode of 80s Kids Wrestling. We're going to review Smackdown from this past Friday night. And guys, some of the new names, some of the new faces got involved. We also had some old faces coming back, maybe some potential feuds going on, and had a title change, which I don't think many of us saw that coming. But we'll take it. At least I'll take it. I'm glad they're trying something different on these shows.
Well, first and foremost, the big fella called it.
Yeah.
He might not have
Mm-hmm.
called who won, but he
Yeah.
called the return of Jacob
Yeah.
Fatu, which I didn't see. And it sure was it was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I was excited. Y'all know how I feel about him anyways.
Yeah.
And for him to come in and really just, get both of them, didn't have a problem with the ending. Think it's a good thing. I could say that I really did enjoy this match, and I think it's a good booking for Drew.
I really enjoyed the double screw. he
Yeah.
went in to try
Yeah.
to screw Drew, and then was so in a tizzy, he ends up screwing Cody at the same time. So he ends up with not one but two guys pissed at him, which I think is really good booking. And now the possibilities are endless. You just hope WWE doesn't do what WWE has done the last couple of years, which is screw it up.
Well, they've already announced, right, that there's going to be a tournament type deal to see who faces Randy Orton at Royal Rumble, correct? I mean, it faces Drew McIntyre at Royal Rumble. Now,
Yes.
we're
Yeah.
all pretty fucking certain that's going to be Randy Orton.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but does that leave the door for Fatu and Cody to start even without a belt? Does that, because he actually screwed Cody? So do we see that a storyline for a while?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's always been a little bit of beef there with both guys with Fatu, but I think you're right. You're going to see this push with Randy. We've done seen it the last two Friday nights. He's already bringing up the 14 time, and he's made the statement that he's ready to try to make some kind of run. He looks like he's healthy. He looks like he's in great shape. Um, the whole thing with the Miz, he's going to beat the Miz. We've talked about it. Miz
Yeah.
he's at the point in his career where
Yeah.
he don't really have to put over Orton, but that's what he's doing.
Mm.
I like it. It is like you said, AJ. As long as WWE doesn't screw this up, which we
Yeah.
know that they're prone to do that.
Well, the
I
big
think it's
thing,
great.
yeah, big thing is you get the belt off Cody, which has been needed. You give
Yes.
it to a heel and Drew, who's going to be a really good heel with it, and he's going to test anyone that goes up against him because he's so good at the mic and he can create storylines with his mouth, which frankly not many guys can do there.
Mhm.
And a big thing for Fatu is he gets away from Solo, he gets away from the MFTs, BFTs, or whatever they're called. Just gets him away from that, and now he can start something else. And in one way, they can have a bit of a feud. They can have a best of a three. And if Cody beats him, well, it's like, okay, well, it's another beast to slay. But if Fatu comes out on the best part of it, okay, well, that's a legend. That's a former champion that he has slain. And now he's the next in line for the title.
Mhm.
Well, I don't feel like we need to see, just because Drew won this one, that feud needs to be done.
Right.
Yeah, Cody doesn't need a receipt, or he doesn't need to that doesn't need to come back to that for Cody to get over Drew. Drew needs to, when he passes this belt, which I'm pretty certain he will. I think he's probably a 30-day champion or a 2-month champion maybe.
Yeah.
But it needs to be to somebody else, and then let's see Cody work his way back up to it too, even if it's WrestleMania, which I really don't want to see. Right. Let's see it something where Cody has to work if that's where we're going. I want to see him work his way back to it instead of immediately the next pay-per-view, or even SmackDown, since they're giving a shit away on Raw and SmackDown now.
Yeah. Do you think they'll get the belt off Drew that quickly?
If he gets it off at WrestleMania, I mean, he's only going to hold. I mean, if he gets it off at Royal Rumble, he's only going to hold it for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh wow! I didn't realize
it's
it was
the
that close.
31st. I mean,
it's the last
2 weeks
of the month.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that quick.
I just somewhere in I'm with you, Clint. I think we need to see this Cody Fatu rival. We need to see this go for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think the build up with the Fatu thing could actually bring in Roman. I know we've been seeing a few things about Roman, Cody, WrestleMania, blah, 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 whatever. Those two can have a match and not be for a title.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe we see a little bit of that. Maybe Roman comes in somewhere. I don't know really if you need that because I don't know who's gonna have Cody's back. I mean, it's almost kind of like he does everything by himself, especially now that Punk is on Raw and he's doing his thing. Orton's gonna have his feud with Drew, so it kind of leaves Cody in limbo land. So he's just gonna have to run it with nobody's help. So I think him and Fatu could really do it. Maybe Roman comes in somewhere, but that's kind of where I see it going.
Well, we think that he's going to have his run with Drew, that Randy Orton's going to have his run with Drew. Fuck, who knows? Next Friday night, Cody may lead it off and call Drew out, and that may go back, again.
And I hope you're right. When you first stated, I hope they don't do that.
I don't either. And if they do, they've got to make it a 3-way deal with Fatu in it.
Oh, they got to.
Yeah,
because I'm sick of Cody and Drew.
Yeah. I mean, that was a great story. It's been the best storyline we've had in the past months. We finished it. We done the 3-way match. We done the 3 stages of hell match. We got a clean winner, or not a clean winner. I mean, we did have the interference at the end, but I think it's time to move past them two.
And one thing, someone brought this up, and I think it could be good. That puts Cody more than likely in the Rumble. Or if he has a match with Fatu, even if he does have a match with Fatu at Royal Rumble, he can still enter the Rumble.
Yes.
And that adds him, that adds Roman, that adds AJ Styles, that adds another big name into a star-studded Rumble. And then who knows what surprises we're going to get out of it too. I just hope they don't go back to the well and have Cody win it. I just hope they don't go down that road.
I'm going to stop you on that one because there's no way he can have a match with Fatu before the Rumble and then be well enough to compete in the Rumble. If you wrote it like you're supposed to.
Yeah, exactly. If you write it like you're supposed to, which they don't have a great track record right now.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Let me say this before we get into other things or talk to you on something else while I've got it fresh in my head. Do you remember maybe our first show when I said I want to see SmackDown stick to SmackDown and Raw stick to Raw? Mm-hmm. It seems like we're getting that so far early in 2026.
Right. Yes. I think we are. Now, especially that Fatu's back and we're seeing little signs of Roman coming back, they're going to have a pretty legit field of guys to run SmackDown, and then you got your guys running Raw.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they had to bring up a lot of those SmackDown guys, or not SmackDown, NXT guys to help fill out 3 hours. And, the first part of it, let's just be real. It was a slog. It was really slow. It was hard to watch the first hour and a half, but once it got up a little bit and once you felt that anticipation going for Drew and Cody, the first part of it, I do like that they were building to some other things, but I really don't know where Trick Williams fits in with Randy Orton and why he was coming out and all of that. I know you're trying to introduce the guy, but unless you're trying to build with the match with Randy Orton and Trick Williams, I don't know why he needed to come out.
Well, they've announced Trick Williams as one of the 6 or 8 that is in this tournament.
Yeah,
to get to face Drew McIntyre at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So that may be where that's kind of leading to. Listen, I'll say this: the Julia and Alexa Bliss. As much as I love Alexa Bliss, that sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Where was Charlotte?
But
I'm liking Carmelo Hayes. Him and Shinsuke put on a hell of a match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I thought they done a great job.
I thought the Trick Williams and Ray Phoenix match was good.
Yeah.
Let's see now the MFTs and the Wyatt Six. I'm ready for something to either happen in that or it blow the hell up. Just go away. Just do something.
Yeah. Well, we can get into it when we go through the match order.
Yeah.
But they will have something because he took the lantern. But you can't do you can't do another 4-man 8-man tag now. You already done it. Are you going to do another to get this away? Is this going to be a Hell in the Cell match? I'm just happy Uncle Howdy finally wrestled.
Yeah.
And he
we
finally
got to see an Uncle Howdy in the ring side.
Yeah. And he wasn't great, but it wasn't, we've seen worse.
And listen, guys, if we're going to talk about it, we might as well just go ahead and get in the match. The worst finishing move I've ever seen in my life. It was a running, spinning, somewhat of some kind of elbow to the jaw. And you pin Uncle Howdy? This guy ain't been in the ring in 6 months, and he's supposed to be, whatever.
Yeah. That's his finisher. What's it called?
They said it on the broadcast.
They did say it on the broadcast, but I mean, it's one of the worst finishers I've ever seen in my life. He might as well be.
And if we have a real expert wrestler watching this, he's probably screaming it. You can put it in the comments, let us know. But that's how much we love the MFTs.
Yeah, we don't know what their names are or their moves. I just call them the dudes with the white faces.
Yeah,
the Kung Fu Pandas is what I call them.
The face, like Solo doesn't wear the face paint.
Yeah, like the other he don't wear
it. And back to the ending of that match is okay. Well, they get Uncle Howdy in the ring, and then one of the other Wyatt Six doofuses is just standing on the outside when there's like 3 MFTs in the ring, and he's just standing there, waiting to get pounded, which he did. And then he gives like, why weren't you getting in the ring? Like, I understand this is choreographed and scripted, but at least have some realism to it. You see your leader getting the hell kicked out of him. Jump in there and save him. Don't let all of the face painted dudes come in there and just have a free for all on the guy.
Yeah. I didn't. It was hard to watch that all the way through because it almost felt like everybody had either too much to do or nothing to do.
Yeah, exactly. There was no in between. There was no in between. Yeah, it wasn't. We could have dealt without that match.
Well, and then they got the poor Nikki Cross girl. I mean, the MFTs don't have a female. So she literally, only time she gets any kind of action is she's trying to jump on some dude that's 4 times her size. Why not put her in the women's division and let her wrestle? Like, she's been there before. I mean, hell, she can't be no worse than what they got now.
Yeah, I don't understand why they haven't done that because she wasn't a bad wrestler. She could work.
No.
She had too many character changes. This might be the one that fits her the best, but
I think she is batshit crazy.
I'm like you, like every other staple that's had a woman in it, she wrestles. Unless she's a valet and she's wearing, a short skirt, which Nikki is not doing. They all wrestle, especially nowadays. So put her in the ring, make her work.
Yeah. The only one I can think of is this chick that's with Julia.
Yeah.
Really, she's there for eye candy.
Yeah, she ain't doing nothing.
Yeah. Well, that's another storyline that doesn't make is Lash Legend feuding with Alexa Bliss now? Is her, 2 giants and Lash Legend and Nia Jax going off after little Alexa Bliss when Charlotte Flair is nowhere to be seen? Is that building to some Charlotte return that where she comes and saves the day?
I think it's got to, and I'm glad that we didn't see Rhea and Io come in. In any, if that's where we're going, then that's fine. Keep those 4 SmackDown play. Listen, I think Lash Legend and Nia Jax should absolutely beat the shit out of them to build up some credibility. Yeah. If that's where you're going, go with it. But let's quit crossing it over with the with the Raw, the Kabuki Warriors, Alexa Bliss. Rhea and Io. I'm sick of that whole 4-way deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
Which I never thought I'd say about women.
Well, and listen, you can say it all you want to, buddy. I mean, it's shit. It's all it ever. I mean, that's what it's been for the past year is shit. Yeah. And until they figure it out, it's still shit.
Yeah, they just it has a very WCW when it was falling apart. Current AEW where we're just throwing matches. We're literally just what do we got to do? Oh well, we got this time frame from like 9:15 to 9:25. I just throw a women's match out there. Do they have any heat? No. Does it make sense? No. Are we going to build to something? Maybe.
Yeah. Which you run in, and let's see what happens this week.
Yeah, just boot the hell out of the little white girl.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Or I would say what's next is Charlotte Flair will be in the ring,
Yeah.
and Nia Jackson Lash will beat the shit out of her.
Yeah.
And then, now they've got both of them.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't. At some point, we're going to have to see either Raquel and Perez come out or Raquel and Liv come out and get in a tag. I mean, they might as well just have like 27 tag teams and women
Yeah.
and one
Yeah.
set of belts, and hell,
Yeah.
just let them fight. I know we would like it.
Especially with Liv Morgan involved.
Now, listen, this sounds so unprofessional, us trying to do a wrestling show, but there is only one women's tag team title, right?
Sure.
Yes.
There's not two.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
not two. It's just one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my thing is make them two. Make a SmackDown.
Yeah, if they're gonna
belt and
have this many women,
and
then
a
make
Raw
two.
belt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. But I will say we've been begging for Jade Cargill to come back and to do something, and it looks like they're going to build to Jordan Grace, which is power on power.
This match was definitely one that was thrown in there. Jordan Grace coming up from
it's a squash.
and Alba. What Alba?
Elbow
Fire.
Fire.
But we've said it. Jade Cargill hasn't defended in the 2 months she's had the title, and then she comes out and starts a feud with this girl coming up with TNA, wasn't it? It was TNA or NXT?
TNA, yeah. She was popular on the independent scene, got signed by TNA, moved up to NXT. She's been in the last 2 Royal Rumbles. She's been dealing with some injury stuff, and she's a pretty good worker, got some promo stuff to work on. But the thing that confuses me about it is Jade is coming out to challenge her. Yeah. Jade's the champion. Why isn't she going out to challenge Jade?
I hope it's because they're going to build into something like she's cherry picking her opponents to avoid losing her title. I hope. I think that's way over WWE's head, that kind of thinking. Yeah. But I hope that's what it's like, because this kind of came out of nowhere, out of all the opponents you could have.
Yeah.
Then you pick this kid who was that her first night called up?
That was her first match. She was on the previous Smackdown, but this was this was her first actual match. And
so her first match, you get a shot at the belt.
Yeah, and she hasn't worked that much in NXT because she was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So, we really, even though everyone knows her kind of from that independent scene and from NXT a little bit, but if this is like some 23, 24-year-old girl, we wouldn't know who the hell this is and why in the hell Jade would want to fight her.
Well, listen, you may know who the hell she was, but when she came out, I said, who the hell is this?
I just remember from the Rumble last year.
Yeah, I mean, I do at least, and just overall in wrestling, try to keep up with most of it. Like, there's so many independent promotions, it doesn't make sense. But like at least TNA, AEW, so when they come in moments like this, I can be like, yeah, she was in TNA, or yeah, she was in AEW. Just at least have a little bit of knowledge. I'm not watching every match she's ever done, or I don't know every belt she's ever held. I just at least know a little bit where she's been.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But hey, at least we're going to get something with Jade that's just, I mean, with, the promo was kind of weird, which is, Jordan's walking back and she just pops up out of nowhere. And if you're in attendance, you're like, well, hell, I can't even see this. She barely can. She comes out of the entrance and I can't see her beyond that.
Yeah. And have they made that? Is that going to be a match next Friday?
I haven't seen.
Because I don't know why you would build that for a pay-per-view.
Yeah. Or, that, and it is, but they're still going to be in Europe, right? Next week.
I think they're in Europe all the way through the Rumble.
That's
the Rumble
that's in Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. They won't be back over here till after the fact.
Yeah. So okay, well that at least we can do these earlier. maybe on Monday. Who knows? But we did have a couple decent matches, guys. Like you guys mentioned, Trick and Ray Phoenix. I like the younger guys. They can work. Or Ray's a little bit older, but they worked. They worked a pretty good match. A little bit of a controversial finish, and I guess they're building Trick to be the next heel in that company because he's
good at it.
He's good at it, and he fed into it. Controversial finish, held on to the tights, the whole thing, all the stuff heels do.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of a mix between Macho Man and Mr. Perfect.
Yes.
just the wrestling's there for one, but it's just little subtle things that he does to cheat and win.
Right.
Grabbing the tights and holding them up, grabbing a rope, just little things. But I listen. I really like him. I thought the Carmelo Hayes and Shinsuke match was a hell of a match.
I thought that was a damn good match.
Yeah.
And and Carmelo's a worker, and we know Shinsuke is. He can really do. He does pretty good in the ring. But listen, I thought that might have been probably the second best match of the night for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Carmelo and Shinsuke was by far the second best, in my opinion. But the Trick Williams and Ray Phoenix, I mean, a lot of high spots. For me, just too many high spots.
Yeah.
But when you got a luchador and you got an up-and-comer that can do just about anything, that's probably what you're going to see.
Yeah. My favorite part about Nakamura and Carmelo was someone gets hurt. Not really, but, they get hurt and they sell it. Carmelo's selling the leg the whole time, and that's a storyline within the match. Guys, we didn't get that all the time, but we got it on a somewhat consistent basis growing up.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of sports. It's part of athletics. You have an injury, you got to deal with the other team, the other opponent is going to take it.
Definitely supposed to exploit it.
Yeah. And you
don't see enough out of heels.
Yeah. They sold it and they went after it. It worked really, really well. It was a good mixture, not too many high spots. Nakamura at his age isn't going to do too much of that anymore. But I'm just finally happy to see Carmelo not be a punching bag. He's not, the first guy eliminated at the Rumble anymore. They're actually letting him win on TV.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And it really plays in well with him being the champ. He's defending the title. He's defended it in good matches so far. I'm kind of anxious to see where they go with him.
Yep.
And this, I think that's a good push for him.
Sammy.
I think
that's where I want to see.
They'll put on a hell of a match.
Yeah, that would be great. I mean,
if Sammy can come back, if he can, neck isn't too bad. But he hasn't ever shown me anything shows he won't come back.
Right.
But when he does, I think that's going to build up to some PLE.
Yes.
And that would
possibly a WrestleMania U.S. title.
Oh, that could be a great WrestleMania match.
And and I hope that's what they do. I know Sammy talked about it in this promo coming back. Guys, I don't want to see Sammy in a world title picture. I just don't want to see it. And it's nothing against him as a worker, but you got all this great youth, you got all this great talent in front of you. They need to build them up to be something. You can't just squash everyone. You can't pull the old Vince McMahon and squash everyone that comes up through NXT. You got to give them some sort of a build and make them seem important, because Sammy's not going to be there much longer. Kevin Owens isn't. And I mean, we're having a tournament for Randy. His matches are numbered at this point. We need to start building these guys.
Well, and to me, Sammy is not a world title superstar. Y'all know what that means. I see Sammy more on the U.S. title, Intercontinental title, maybe some kind of tag team run, something like that. But as a world champion, I don't see Sami Zayn there.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Look or the work.
Yeah.
To me,
exactly.
Yeah. I'm with both of you there. And plus, that window where he could have been a world champion, that's come and gone.
Yeah. Especially to keep it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to just do the honors for Sammy one time and let him win one and then lose it the next day, hey, at least we can say Sammy got a title, but I don't want to see him in a long-term picture for a title, a main title.
He would be a good person to cash in your Money in the Bank.
Right.
Yes.
After it happens. That would be a perfect guy to cash in your Money in the Bank.
Sure.
Guys, let's get into the big one, the best 2 out of 3 there. It was really good. I thought all 3 matches were incredible. I'm just slightly disappointed we didn't get the blue steel cage.
Yeah.
Just slightly. Same. I'm not, it didn't break my heart, but I'm thinking steel cage match. And I'm like, y'all, from the way we grew up, that big blue steel thing that literally looked like it hurt when you went into it. And we kind of got a modified Hell in the Cell instead of a legit old school steel cage.
Yeah, same. Because one of your the way to win it was to get
Mhm.
out of it.
Right.
Mhm.
And that I always liked those. I can remember the Hogan King Kong Bundy match in
Oh
WrestleMania
yeah.
2.
Yeah.
That big blue bastard. Um, but I was kind of the same way. But the I thought that Claymore he hit on Cody in that first one when he pinned him. I thought, well, it's over. Like
Yeah.
Cody's knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
And those, I don't know. You got to be a hell of an athlete to do that on a run,
Yeah.
and make that look so good to not hurt your opponent.
Yeah.
That shows how good of a worker Drew McIntyre
Yeah.
is.
Absolutely.
And I, for fun, tried the dive like that into the pool this summer. It might be my age or my just straight up lack of athleticism, but I don't know how he runs and then flips his feet out in front of him and that lands on and doesn't land on the back of his head. Because
Yeah,
I couldn't rotate enough, so all I got, was a butthole filled with water because I just, I couldn't rotate
gave yourself an enema.
I did. I gave myself an enema. So, so yeah, I mean, he is a hell of an athlete, and I like the way the first match ended because he did the heel thing. He did whatever it took to win. Right, low
Yes.
blow, Claymore, boom, and then that really built up to the okay, and that made Cody go, all right, if I'm going to beat this guy, I got to do something spectacular, which led to the ECW off the second deck splash, which was
That he kicked
visually,
out of.
yeah, that he
That he
kicked
kicked
out
out
of.
of.
Yeah, of all the things to kick out of, a second deck splash through a table.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But I want to back up a second. You're talking about, you just said it, AJ. You took the words out of my mouth. You got to do what I got to do to win.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in the back. Drew's up against the roll up door, and Cody gets a damn banana. And like he's beating him in the face with are you kidding me? Out of all the shit in the back, and you grab a banana?
Yeah.
Like I got a rip on that for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then the
yeah.
crazy thing is, if you see it, he throws it down as he starts punching him in the forehead. And
Yeah.
Joe says, he's got a banana. He hit him with a banana.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? What, I mean, was he going to choke it down his throat?
When I saw that, I said, "Who the fuck's the props guy?"
Yeah, like all the shit in the back, and you got a banana? That's like Eddie Murphy, man. And
Yeah.
we're going Beverly Hills Cop of banana
Put
and
it in
tailpipers.
tailpipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I think is maybe he was, I mean, I'm maybe just overthinking this, is maybe he was to embarrass Drew. But then at that point, to your point, Dusty, like you got to do whatever it takes to win and you're down 1-0. Why are you trying to embarrass anybody?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I would have much rather him had his head laying on the
Yeah.
door and he'd kick his head in or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something,
Yeah.
not a banana. I mean, you squeeze it and it busts. I mean, that ain't even like hitting him with a roller quarters or something.
Yeah. I've dropped one on my son's head by accident before, and he didn't even sell for that. So there's no way
Yeah, I
it could
mean,
have hurt.
if CJ's not selling it, neither's Drew.
But he finally gets the pin. I mean, that spot visually, the only thing I'm thinking is, man, that had to hurt us like hell for Cody and Drew, because that's
Oh,
that's a giant human body falling at just maximum velocity.
I love high spots where the table breaks when it's supposed to. So the way you got the pin was the crossroads through the announce table,
Mhm.
and as soon as they hit, it went.
Yeah. Yeah.
yep.
Because how many times do we see it just not go
Right.
It don't
or a
give.
delay?
Yeah.
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 No, I really thought that was good, especially hit the crossroads out there. And it was a clean crossroads.
Mhm. Yeah.
It wasn't, sometimes it kind of it don't look the same all the time.
Right.
But that was actually a decent looking crossroads on the table for the win.
And it's a move. The crossroads, I always think that's a move you need space. And when he got up there with it, I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna. The only way I can think he can twist. Oops, my bad. I was trying.
Speaking of needing space,
needing space. Yes, the only way I can think is like he's going to twist and do it on the floor. But then
that's what I thought. They were going to flip over too far.
And then he twists and boom, it hits it. I'm like, man, speaking of a hell of a move for both guys, because Drew's got to go with them. So the way they coordinated that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and like you said, you do a 3 stages of hell match, you know it's going to split the first two because Why
Sure.
the fuck would you book a 3 stages of hell
Yeah.
match and somebody
Yeah.
go 2-0?
Yeah. Well, it's like
I wish they would do that one time though,
Yeah.
just
Just
to
one
throw us
time.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AEW did a trios, they have trios belts over there, and they did a best of 7 between these two factions. And like immediately, it's like, yeah, we no shit. We know that this is going to end up at your pay-per-view. The 7th match is going to be there. And they did like one set, 1-3 in a row, the other set 1-3 in a row, and then we're all these different stages. I'm like, just don't even, and especially when you announce what stages, it's like, okay, we can basically fast forward through the first one.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You basically gave your audience a reason to go to the bathroom or to go out to eat or to go do something besides watch, because we know we're going to get this shit at the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, exactly. Or in this matches, it's like, okay, well, the first one is going to be the no furniture, no nothing involved. Let's go get our nachos. Let's go get our pretzel. We're stuck in here for an hour and 15 minutes. Let's go take care of it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we go to the steel cage match, and that's when Dusty's guy returns in, and it leads to a lot of possibilities. I like that they finally gave Drew the title, and that can, it can facilitate a lot of things. You get the belt off Cody. Drew finally gets the title after chasing it for, it seems like, a decade at this point. And no matter how long he has it, I'm just glad that he has it. We can change some things up here.
Well, you did. You passed the torch. You gave the title to Drew, which was good. It needed to go to somewhere else, but you kept the shine on Cody too, because he didn't lose it clean.
Right.
It was interference, and Drew just kind of weaseled himself out, and it wasn't anything big dramatic. And so I think you kept both looking good. Now, as we touched earlier, I've got some ways I'd like to see them go with this. Okay. I hope it's not. I hope Friday night, this next Friday night, I hope it's not Cody opening the show and calling Drew out.
Right.
But we'll just have to see where it goes. I want to see Cody and Jacob Fatu go on some kind of storyline.
Could they do a Punk and Drew, a best of 3 that lasts a while? Do you guys think that's possible?
I don't know. It depends on what they want to do or how long they want to keep one of those two without the belt.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would rather Jacob maybe open the show.
Okay.
And then that give Cody a chance maybe to come out.
Yeah.
And you kind of leave Drew out of that part, maybe. Maybe Drew opens a show and he calls out Fatu. Maybe I don't really know how much you'd call him out, because he just helps you win a title. Right. But now he did stomp you in the corner before you fell out of the cage. So I don't know. Maybe Drew does open the show as the new champ, but I would rather see Jacob open it and go ahead and start with the Cody run myself.
I think Fatu needs to start with Cody, then move to Drew. However that works out, whether they fight and he wins the Rumble, or they have some series and it happens, like say later at WrestleMania or another PLE. But I want to see Fatu. Fatu's great in the ring. There's no question about that. It's going to be a damn good match, no matter who he goes up against, as long as it's not solo in a cage. But where I want to see Fatu tested is on the mic, going back and forth. Well, we haven't really seen that much. But he's got Cody and Drew in front of him, 2 guys who are excellent on the mic that can really, really challenge him.
I don't want to see Fatu in the Rumble because I don't want him to win the Rumble.
I know where you're going.
Well, it's not just because I want LA Knight to win it, which, listen, put your hand up if you honestly think that's going to happen. So
DJ's was up, but he did. You can't see.
I got you. But the main reason I want to see Jacob Fatu and probably Cody in a match, because I don't want Fatu to win the Rumble. I want Jacob Fatu to win Elimination Chamber. Can you imagine that big bastard waiting behind that screen?
I like your thinking.
On who's next, and then him just destroy fucking people. Kind of like Goldberg did.
He would just run his damn head through the plexiglass.
Yeah. So do you want, I'm guessing you're wanting whoever wins the Rumble to take Punk, and then whoever wins Elimination Chamber to take Drew,
to go after that belt.
Drew, Randy, whoever has the belt.
I think it's going to be Randy, but I think you're going to see. That's what I want to see. I think you're onto something, Clint. And AJ, like you just said, the winner of the Rumble is taking Punk.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. Who
is
that
that going to be?
is.
Is that going to be LA Knight? We don't think
No, it's
so.
probably gonna be fucking Seth Rollins, but
Yeah.
Well,
Or Roman.
or
Since,
Roman.
yeah, he's already being advertised to be in that.
well, and I seen some talking about that. You talking about we talk about part timers. That's somebody that wrestled like 1,200 matches in the like from 2021 to like 2024 or 2023.
Yeah.
He's at 24 matches in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
7 this last year.
Yeah, and 7 of them was this last year. So that means he had
Yeah.
what 18 in the
The
year
year
before
before.
that. Yeah. So I mean, why? I don't know. That's
Yeah.
going to be for another show. That's going to be
Yeah.
one that probably we can probably piss some people off.
Yeah, we got 2 weeks to build up to it. We definitely do there, but I do like seeing Fatu back, and I like seeing that those three could be entangled in some sort of storyline. I just, like I said to open the show, we don't have a whole lot of consumer confidence in WWE right now to handle this in the right way. Now, that finish the other night, pretty good. We really enjoyed that. I just hope that they continue that creativity and what they're doing throughout the rest of this
You
whatever
know
this
what's
is
going
going
to
to be.
happen? We're completely going to miss it. They're going to somehow come up with some kind of fatal, like a 3-way match,
Fatal, yeah,
and Fatu's probably going to win the battle in a fatal 3-way with
yeah,
Cody and Drew or some kind of
yeah,
bullshit like that, and just
yeah,
completely ruin the whole storyline.
yeah. And it'll pin Drew because they want to make Cody look good, and then
Yes,
that will start something with Drew and
it is.
Fatu or whoever. Yeah.
Well, you got to have Randy in there somewhere because there's been way too much publicity and too much talk about him having if it is his last year, if this is his retirement run, which I think he's got to be getting fucking close.
Yeah.
All points lead to him getting a title shot or the title again.
Yeah.
Coming
up. I want to see him and Drew. Them two have a feud. That would be awesome. I think.
Be great. Yeah, they've done it before and it was good.
Why
not do it again?
And it almost kind of the flip flop. You know how we seen back in the day, Orton shows up at Triple H's house and all this stuff. Well, maybe get Drew to, he just burnt the picture of Cody and Dusty. Get Drew to start, doing something that way. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I like heel Randy Orton more than I do this Randy Orton.
Yeah.
So if I want to see one of them going crazy, I want to see the Viper. Yeah. I want to see the voices in his head start turning back to an evil son bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be I mean, hey, who says we can't have two heels get it on?
Yeah.
Well, guys, speaking of some legends and speaking of veterans, I'm starting to see this pop up a lot, and I want to get your guys' opinion. It looks like Chris Jericho is coming back to WWE. Okay, you started then.
Listen, guys, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the whole Jericho thing. I've never been a fan. I mean, he was a great worker back in the day, the Y2 Jericho bullshit and whatever. Yeah. But he's old. It's terrible. Why? WWE has got a closet full of NXT guys that can fill roster spots. Why do we have to let these old bastards come back in and try to get one more run? They left the company. They hated the company. Cody Rhodes is the only one who left, and I say deserved to come back. Jericho, no need in it. It's stupid. He can't. Who's he going to fight? You going to have a 48-year-old Jericho and a 48-year-old Punk?
I think he's in his 50s. He's in his 50s, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, but Punk is in a whole lot better shape and a whole lot better wrestler than Jericho ever thought about being.
Yeah.
Ever.
And Jericho's got a lot of political pull, which I'll tell you right now, I do not. If it's Jericho and Punk at WrestleMania for the title, that's
watch it.
Yeah. I mean, that we'll just go outside and we'll just completely skip that match. We'll just.
I want him to. I'd say we won't even talk about it. We will refuse to talk about that match on our show.
Yeah, right.
That's stupid.
Listen, I now, Dusty, I can't believe you didn't like some of the shit Jericho used to do. I mean, even WCW. I mean, he was a funny motherfucker. I mean, he was.
Yeah.
Ass clown. He's an ass clown for sure.
Well, I don't think that if he comes back, he's going to be a full-timer. I think he's coming back to retire from the WWE is what I think he's coming back to do. I don't think he's going to go on a big storyline. I don't think he's going to take any titles. I don't think you might see him in one Saturday Night Main Event, big match or something like that here and there. But If he does, I don't see him in a main event type draw.
I mean, because
I just know sort of from his AEW history that basically they called it the Jericho Vortex. Every time he got in the storyline with somebody, it was awful, and he ended up beating them. So I'm like, when I'm hearing these rumors, like, no, please no, don't do that. Like, if you're going to come here, you're getting beat.
Exactly. He's got to lose every match he fights.
Right. Well, I think he's coming home to quit. Is what he's
I hope
doing.
so. I hope so. And
I hope they put him in a storyline with like somebody like Jacob Fatu for one Saturday night's main event and just let him, just mollywop him.
Well, honestly, what I'd like to see is somebody like Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah. A younger guy get the rub off.
Send him home and him do the favors just like Cena, just like Goldberg, pass the torch to one of these new and up
if that's the case,
guys.
I can't stand him. Let him get in a match with Gunther then. Let Gunther rip his head off.
Fuck that. I'm sick of Gunther too.
Well, I am too, but if he's going to retire, if Gunther's going to get to
well,
retire,
he could
buddy,
be.
Then,
I mean, he could.
Yeah, he could. He
retire
could.
his sorry ass.
That'd be AJ Styles, Jericho, and potentially Randy Orton.
But listen, I don't think AJ guys. I don't think that's going to be a retirement match. I know we're going to get into talking about that because it's Monday night.
Yeah,
it's tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a retirement match.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's his retirement match. It is his retirement year.
I don't know that AJ Styles don't win the match.
It'd be good for story.
Bet.
Sun drop.
we always bet sun drops on this show, ladies and gentlemen.
If I could get him to bet 100 on that, I would.
And for y'all people that's not from the South, sun drop is the golden drink.
Yes,
golden cola.
Yes, it is. Well, guys, let's get into tomorrow night. Yeah, because we're taping.
Yeah, Will,
recording.
What's on the ticket? Producer Will, what's on the ticket tomorrow night?
Well, I think you mentioned Gunther, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Gunther and AJ.
Yeah, and then like Penta and Dragon Lee versus Austin Theory and Bronson Reed. I saw that.
Okay.
We knew that was coming.
Yeah, and
Penta, he's going to get that beat out of him.
Yeah.
And you know how it goes. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley are kicking off the show, which means someone will interfere and they'll have a match come out of that.
And if it's the Kabuki Warriors,
I'll turn it off.
Turn it off.
But we don't really have any women that could return to make it somebody different, do we?
Why do they get to kick the show off, though? That's the whole point. I would just assume them start Gunther AJ Styles right off the rip. I mean, let the music hit, and then the women. Yeah. They should put their asses at the last bit for about the last 2 minutes.
So I'm guessing Gunther and AJ are going to end the show, and that would be my guess, or I don't know, because we got to see Punk at some point.
Yeah, Punk's making an appearance. It doesn't. He says we will hear from CM Punk. We're going to hear from Raquel Rodriguez.
Why wouldn't Punk open the show? He just won the belt against Breaker. Why would he?
Get that crowd hot. Get that crowd hot. Get them out of the way, and then get to the matches and all that sort of stuff.
I mean, nobody cares about the women in the ring hugging, trying to have some kind of moment.
Easy. Depends on what kind of moment. Easy.
Well, it ain't that moment. I can promise you that.
We're not going back to the bra and panties and the diva stuff. You don't think?
Not with them, but not with that bunch.
Speaking of, who was it that had the sex deal? Was it Edge and Lita?
It was Edge and Lita.
Yes, middle. And is that
right in the middle of Raw?
Yeah. Who was it that came out and interfered with that? Was it Kane?
I don't
Who
remember.
Was that? I
probably would have been Hardy.
I figured it was Matt Hardy. Is who he's married to?
Or Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. It was Matt Hardy. No, it was Matt
Hardy.
Matt Hardy. Yeah, I listened to something about that the other day. What a crazy situation that was. I mean, they fired Matt Hardy over that, and then realized they can make money out of it and brought him back.
Mm-hmm. Well, that to me, still the worst one was the Tori Wilson's dad storyline. Yeah. I'd forgot all about that.
Was it Kane and Mae Young?
Yes.
No. It was Mark Henry and Mae Young. They pulled out a hand.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Oh, God.
It's awful.
I'm glad we're past that.
What's bad is that was when we really loved wrestling.
Oh, that was great.
And if we go back and watch, if we went back, that's what we should do. We should do like a week-long watch-along for maybe just the year of 1998 and just watch all the Raws, because I guarantee we'd come back and go, this shit was terrible.
Yeah.
It was probably worse than what it is right now.
Yeah.
We're just ripping the shit out of it right now.
Absolutely.
So
I think tomorrow when you see EO and Ripley out there, that they may be interrupted by Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez.
Well, that's who it's if they're starting the show, that's who it has to be. If it's
Has
the
to be.
Kabuki Warriors, I'm out.
Yep.
Because Liv is going to appear every week on Raw, and she's not on the list here, so I have a feeling it's going to be her
Good.
coming out there.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, good.
okay, I don't mind that.
We know you're hoping that, Will.
I'm willing it to happen.
Yeah.
She still needs to be last, but
So Dusty, you taking Gunther tomorrow night? Is that who you think is going to win the match?
no, I'm taking AJ.
Taking AJ? Oh, that's right.
Yep.
It's Clint
Yeah, I'm
that's
taking
taking
AJ.
Gunther.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely taking Gunther. Shit, I don't know that I wouldn't take Gunther if he was fighting Roman and Brock Lesnar combined.
Yeah.
Right now, because Gunther, they ain't gonna let him lose. His first match after he retired John Cena, he cannot lose.
I think that's when he does lose.
Oh, he's already beaten
R-Truth.
He's already beaten R-Truth.
Fuck R-Truth. I could beat R-Truth.
So who do you guys think is next for? I mean, Punk's going to make an appearance. He's not just going to come out and tell everyone hi and wave and go home or go back to his hotel room.
Let me tell you what I think happens. This is what I think happens. Bronson's going to come out, or Braun's going to come out and just beat shit out of him.
Yeah.
I think Punk's going to take an ass whooping tomorrow night.
Yeah.
He may, but I think, I'll be honest with you, what I see him coming out in the ring to doing is tipping his cap to Braun Breaker.
Well, I think that's what he's going to mean. But I think Braun Breaker's just going to come out. It's in his head. Yep. He's got to play it off in his head now.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got, and that feud's going to continue with someone in that group.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
With someone in that group, that feud somehow got to continue.
So we know that Penta and Dragon Lee is going to be against Austin Theory and Big Bronson Reed. So that means that somebody's going to come down and jump in on Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So who would that be?
Who's the other member of that group?
Ray Mysterio.
Yeah.
He was the one that was out there the other night.
Yeah. So it'd have to be him. But then if I don't see Breaker getting involved with that.
No, I don't think Breaker get involved. I think we'll just see him and Punk.
Yeah.
Well, listen, that needs to go ahead and just go away because I don't need if the vision is the new DX NWO.
They don't need to be fighting.
They don't need to be feuding with fucking luchadors.
Right. No.
I mean, it just is what it is. That's not to sound racist. That's not to sound negative. It just is. That bunch needs to be going in a different direction.
Yeah.
If we're building this up, it needs to be the end game. Needs to be one part of it. Needs to be how does Seth get back into this equation? Yeah. Where does Roman fit in this equation?
Mm-hmm.
Who does Punk got to fight next? And you still got LA Knight, who the motherfucker sent home.
And then they need to fight somebody that's their equals, and that's nothing against the luchadors. They're just not their equals.
Well, y'all are both correct, but here's my question: Who?
It's a great question.
On that roster, is that there's not any? I don't think.
Well, and I think that's why this is a thing because they're waiting on LA Knight and Seth to get back to go into that storyline.
Yeah.
I hope y'all are right because I think the luchadors is going to get the hell kicked out of them every Monday night. It's going to go back to the same storyline we've been saying about LA Knight in the vision.
Well, you got to remember we're only 2 weeks from. There's no way LA Knight's going to stay gone any longer than the Rumble. No. He's definitely come back by then. Hell, it may be tomorrow night. Yeah. But
I hope we miss it. I hope it's tomorrow night instead of the Rumble, just to get him to come back.
Yeah.
Maybe cut. And I don't even mean he don't even have to talk. I'm talking about come out, maybe save Punk, or come out and
the shit out of people.
Yeah. Somebody at the end. I mean, if we're going to have that tag match, beat the shit out of him with a chair, and I mean, just roll out of the ring and walk to the back.
Yeah.
Something besides just the luchadors, and like you said, Brazier, it's not being ugly or anything. It's just they can't compete with those guys.
No,
power wise.
No, not they can do it to interfere with the match, but they can't do it beyond 20-minute tag match or anything.
Well, the style is just too different. You you telling me Bronson Reed's going to be able to take a Hurricane Rana?
I want to see that. That will be if he can do that. He's a new champion.
Yeah, I mean, he can do anything. He's more mobile than I thought he was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, guys, it's actually tomorrow afternoon. So we'll still do our recap tomorrow night, even though it's tomorrow afternoon. So looking forward to that, and we'll see what happens. I do like some of the directions some of the stories are going. Other ones, it's pee break time. You got to have a pee break at some point during these.
Well, they say that's why they've cut the PLEs down to about 4 to 5 matches.
Yeah,
because if you did it like the old school way and you had 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Well, who gives a shit about anything except for the last one?
Yeah.
So I get it.
Or if you do it like AEW, where you've got 9 matches in 4 hours and they're all 25 minutes long, by the time you get to the championship, everyone's like, oh, please, just get this thing over with.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it time to go home yet?
Yeah. Is it time to go home yet? I'm glad the tickets were cheap, but by God, this thing is long.
Yeah.
And before we get off, though, I want to see, since Dom's hurt, I feel like they should strip him of his title and just let's have some kind of something and maybe Finn.
Yeah.
I'm still pushing the whole Finn and the Demon thing.
Finn takes the title and then Dom returns.
Yes.
That was my prediction.
Yeah.
You guys remember that was my prediction.
Yeah.
I wanted to work his way in there with Liv and started a love triangle deal.
Yeah.
Or something. But whatever it takes to get the title off Dom, get Finn back as the Demon, I'll go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
100%. Will, got any thoughts before we get off here?
Nothing else here. You guys covered it.
Awesome. Well, guys, looking forward to sitting back down tomorrow night, taking a look at Raw, and then taking a look at SmackDown heading into Friday. So for Dusty Clint, for our producer, Will, I'm AJ Good. We will see you guys tomorrow night.